what is up and welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Leah and today we're going to be talking about strip club auditions. But before we get into today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alrighty babes, and then before I start the video, I'm going to just let you guys know that I'm going to be inserting clips throughout so you guys can like visually see what I was seeing like as I was doing the freaking audition. I'll just tell you guys basically how it went. I pulled up to the club, and then after I pulled up, I walked up to the security guards and I told them that I was here for an audition. So they checked my bag and then they were like, okay, so go ahead and come on inside and we're gonna have somebody come speak to you. So I sat there and then I waited for these ladies that came down, and then they basically asked me if I was there to audition. I told them yes. They were like, okay, it's gonna be a $50 like fee to audition. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and pay that right now. Alrighty, babe. So after that, I followed them, and they had me go ahead and take a little seat in this booth right in front of the stage. So I went ahead and insert that clip so you guys can see that. And then I also took a little Snapchat of myself so you can see that clip right here too as well. After that, a couple girls started showing up, so we were all sitting there waiting to be auditioned, but we were still in our normal clothes, as you guys could see in my clip. So we went ahead and we followed her to the locker rooms, and as we were approaching, she said that she recommends that we buy a lock because if anything gets stolen, like our stuff or anything, like we're responsible, not the club. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a lock. So I went ahead, bought my lock from the house mom. I went to my little area like where the lockers are, and I started changing right there. And then as I was walking out like to the stage area, one of the strippers like stopped me and she's like, oh, you can't wear that. And I looked at her and I was like, why? And she's like, oh, because this is not a nude club. Like the top that I had was all see-through. My areolas were showing and I didn't have no pasties, but I was like, good thing I brought extra outfits. So that's one thing I recommend if you go to auditions, ladies, gentlemen, bring extra outfits because you don't know unless you call ahead of time. Like I said in the beginning, I didn't call ahead of time. I just woke up one day and I was like, yup, I'm going to these clubs. So I went ahead, and after I changed my outfit, I went back downstairs to where the stage was, and the lady that had took us upstairs approached all of us girls that were auditioning, and she told us, okay, each of you are going to go to the DJ, pay $50, he's going to write down your stage name, and you guys are just going to have to listen for when he calls you on stage. But honestly, we didn't audition until a good 2.5 hours later. So yeah, babes, like I said, we didn't actually audition till 2.5 hours later. So I actually just walked around the club, talked to some of the strippers. I made it rain. I brought some money to blow on some girls. It was pretty fun, to be honest. It was a really cool experience. I had some issues with some girls. You're going to hear more into the video. But other than that, the whole 2.5 hours, I was just basically chilling, just like going with the vibe. You know, we couldn't drink there. I actually pre-gamed before I got there, so I was already pretty tipsy. But I was just walking around, just having a good time, like if I was at a normal club. And then that's when they decided to announce, okay, time for auditions. So when it came to the auditioning part, it was 2 girls at a time, and there was stage 1 and stage 2. So they would call your name. For example, they'd be like, Leah, stage 1. I would go up to stage 1 and you dance for 2 songs. So we all took turns for a good maybe like 20-30 minutes. We just kept going over and over and over. And then after we all auditioned, like a lot of customers started coming in. And then that's when I heard the DJ over the mic say, okay, all the girls that auditioned, if you want to stay and dance tonight, it's going to be an extra $50 house fee. So me, being me, I was like, you know what? Yup, I'm going to go get that $50 from my locker. Went to my locker, got the $50, and I paid the DJ. And I stayed there and I danced the whole night. And one part I just want to mention too, like this part I really remember. I remember like before I paid the house fee to dance there, the girls were so nice. Like the employees, like the strippers, they were nice. Like they would answer your questions. Literally after I paid my house fee to dance there that night, every time I would ask them a question, they'd be like, I don't know. I'm just like, damn, you guys changed within like 20 minutes. Like, I'm not even hired yet. Like, you that intimidated just because they let me dance here tonight. Like, so yeah, babes, like I said, I was able to dance there the whole night. I stayed till the club ended. I didn't make any money on stage that night, to be honest. All the money I made was strictly from sections. I actually shared a section with this girl. I have clips, so I'm going to insert them here. You can also see them on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, you guys, at Or you can go ahead and follow my other Instagram for my my OnlyFans at OnlyFans Cyclone. I'll leave them both down in the description below. And then I also shared another section with these other two girls, but I was honestly only in that section for a good 10 minutes. The other one, I was in the whole rest of the night. Alrighty, babes, like I said, I was able to dance there the rest of the night. So this is where my story ends on this strip club audition. Go ahead and stay tuned for part 2. I went to another club. I would love for you guys to watch that video as well. But now let's get into the juicy part. I remember I told you guys that I had some issues with some other girls at that club that night. So let me go ahead and tell you guys what happened. Keep in mind, babes, one of the rules at this strip club is if you're in a section with another dancer, all the money that you make, you split 50-50. You write your names on a plastic bag, you know, and that's how you know that that's your money to split at the end of the night. And this girl was in the section with me, and she kept messing with her bag. And I'm the type, I'm going to say something. So I told her, hey, why do you keep messing with your bag? Like, are you putting the money in there? Like, aren't we supposed to split it 50-50? And she just looked at me, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay, but are you fucking taking the money? Like, I couldn't prove that she did it, but it looked like it, you know? And she literally just kept saying, are you okay? Are you okay? And I knew she wasn't going to say nothing. And then she's like, oh, like, girl, like, let's just keep dancing, calm down. I told her, okay, well, if you're fucking doing that, we're going to have problems. We didn't have any problems, girl. You know, we danced the rest of the night. But yeah, low-key, that did kind of annoy me. Like, comment down below, would you think that that was an issue too? Babe, so at the end of the night, I stopped dancing at 4:19 a.m. That's when all the strippers, we all went upstairs to the locker rooms. We all divided all of our money. And as I was getting ready to leave, obviously I wanted to know if I got the job or not. So I went looking for management, right? Well, I came across these group of girls, and I was like, excuse me, like, do you guys know if I got the job or if I should come back tomorrow? And one of the girls was like, oh, just come back next week. And I was like, nah, I'll come back tomorrow. I thought she was just being a smartass, you know. So I started walking away, and she was like, excuse me. And I turned around, and she was like, I'm actually the hiring manager. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like I said, you can come back next week on Tuesday and audition again if you want to. If not, you don't have to. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I actually never went back and auditioned at that strip club. I actually went to a different strip club a couple days later, and I got hired. So go ahead and stay on the lookout for that video. It will be coming up real soon. Thank you, babes, so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.